What's going on, everybody? Sir Salty here. I'm here to bring you another 2-hour review. This time, we are going to look at Ghostrunner 2. So it just came out today. Looks like a pretty fun, exciting game. Lots of hacking and slashing, like your Genji, maybe Genji 2.0.
I need healing.
Looks like a pretty fun game. I'm willing to give it a try and, share my thoughts on it. So let's get right into it. And by get into it, I mean, let's get into some unskippable lore. And as with my last 2-hour review, ask yourself this: did I keep it or did I return it? Comment down below on your predictions. Alright, so we're a bona fide badass killing machine. Let's kill some stuff. Sword stuck in some dude. Pretty neat. Pretty good way to start the game. Oh yeah, we're so cool right now. We're gonna cut some people. Maybe do some like epic jump off. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, we're grinding rail. Oh nice. Throw some tutorials at me. Alright, I understand. And I'm dead. Sweet. So immediately thrown into the meat grinder. So it acts similar to Hotline Miami, if you guys are familiar with that. So you die, get right back into it. So the game does a pretty good job at, letting you know that yellow stuff is stuff that you should be running on, but, being the optimal gamer I am, I choose to ignore it. Off to a great start. Also was not expecting to die in one hit. At this point, I'm starting to realize how precise your movement has to actually be. And I guess that is the main selling point of the game, is just quick, very precise movements, very fast. Was expecting melee combat to be a little more interesting than this, but, it is what it is. You slice one guy and his head comes off. Simple as that. You kind of get right into it. You do get a feel for it immediately, though you never know what's around the corner. At times, I was feeling pretty good. It's like, oh yeah, I think I handled that one pretty well. Very simple stuff. And then the next, I was kind of fucking up like crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Seeing how you do, this air dodge is really game-changing, that's for sure. And it becomes a very key component. Because there's lots of guys that like to shoot you. Well, when I stumble upon this area, oh, what could go wrong here? It doesn't look like anything's happening right now. Oh, yeah, nothing. Oh, yeah, that's probably a train. You should look at that. And I'm dead. The game does give you a good opportunity to kind of mix and match which paths you could go, which is very nice. It's good to have options on how you approach different things. Reward you for being a little creative is all. You get this cool grappling hook, which is a godsend because you do need it quite a bit because you can fall off the ledge often. I wish there was one here. Where this game really excels at is it will beat you down until you get things absolutely perfectly right. And while I will say that it is a good thing, trial through big error, it is very frustrating to deal with it 100% of the time, especially when you don't know when something's coming or how to deal with a certain enemy type that you just aren't familiar with at all. During the first level, yeah, I was feeling pretty good. I was hacking and slashing my way through. I tried this stupid trial. Obviously, I didn't do very good. And then I got to the final stretch of the area. But I started noticing some kind of jankiness. I didn't quite make my jump, and now I'm kind of oddly stuck here. And then I have to kind of jump away from the wall and then dash it. Or maybe I did an air dash too early and I just overshot it. Or I crushed myself. Or just constantly being shot while I was trying to do anything. But it all pays off, because eventually after you die, I don't know how many times I did during this part, that I finally got a run where I could say I did okay. You get in these sections, you get to a checkpoint, you try your best to kill, and you just hope for the best, and you're spamming your crap out of your dash, you're on edge, you're very twitchy, but it's all worth it for that end result of killing everyone, and then you're like, oh, finally getting that goddamn checkpoint. Then I came across the first boss in the game, and I thought, we might get into some cool combat. And no, I was just kind of hacking, slashing, and just spamming my dash like crazy. And of course, I had to have some dude that comes on a jetpack and saves my ass. Oh, super cool, man. I needed that. And after thinking, oh yeah, just get right back in the action, sure can. So then finally getting to whittle him down, just kind of spamming slash and dodging and trying to keep up with all his dashing. It definitely feels way more frantic and spammy than it is really, enjoyable combat with him. I got a cool sword skin, I guess, and then I kind of feel like doing what he did to himself. And then you get to the hub area, which, it's okay. From going all speedrunner to oh yeah, slowly going around here talking to all your pals. Kind of boring dialogue and expressions, but that's neither here nor there. The main gameplay is definitely not really talking to these guys, I assume. It's not great. They're very bland characters, that's for sure, and boring names too, like Jack, Connor. No offense to anyone who actually likes the story. I will not give you any gripes on it, but I find it kind of boring to talk to these people. But anyways, you just get right back into it. Next mission, do something else, meet some new enemies that you kind of learn a little bit about. Like, you know, you gotta sidestep them. Cool. And then you get into some janky exploration where, again, you don't quite do the right move, you're dead. Definitely some good opportunities to kind of feel pretty good. Like, they added explosive barrels, which can take out clusters of guys, which I find great. I hate those shooty guys, so feels good. Get to this section where you do have lots of options, but none of them feel very good at all. And it's just very frantic. Like, you got a lot of guys shooting at you, and if you don't kill the ninja guys, they're in your face. And eventually I did get something good out of it. Like, I did feel like that run was pretty smooth, but I don't understand why you added a frantic door to open. And that was the checkpoint too, so you had to do it every single time. And you know, I did slip and fall while trying to dodge that beam and the guy at the same time. Felt like I had to open that door like 6 or 7 times until I finally got it right. I just feel like the game's a little kind of demanding of you. Like, at this point, like, yeah, maybe it is a skill issue, and like, sure, but like, come on. I'm all for like learning how to do things. Like, I'm no stranger to like Dark Souls and shit like that, but like, this is just punishing for just a slight bit of error. Parries feel pretty cool though, at least. Like, it's cool. It's awesome. It feels good. And eventually, once you collect enough of these materials, which you find exploring, which are kind of annoying, you can learn a cool ultimate move, which, yeah, it's a neat little beam. Dying 69 times though on the second level is not very encouraging though. Nice, by the way. Nice. I also don't understand why when you block them, you just are sent flying off the ledge. So, like, it was very frustrating. And then you attack them and they're just like, yep, not budging, not budging. Double standards, I guess. I will say, I really did try to like this game. It looked very fun. I was excited to play it, but I definitely have my gripes with it. It pulverizes you to actually get good, which... fine, that's fair. I guess that's the world we live in these days. I just felt like everything had to be so 100% precise, and this is just early on in the game. Like, I guess it is supposed to be a hard game, sure, but like, it's just so punishing. Like, my hand even felt a little stressed after because I was spamming so many different buttons on my keyboard to do shit. Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to hear skill issue constantly in the comments section. Feel free to if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. The characters, I don't know. I feel like they were kind of boring when you're in the hub area. It didn't feel that crazy. Also kind of boring names, to be honest. Times where I felt like early on where I did something badass were just constantly overshadowed by the next area and then just getting my ass kicked over and over again until I got it right. Seemed to be the general loop. Combat felt very spammy, and I could see that this is definitely a game for more like your perfectionists or like speedrunners, that's for sure. But yeah, after a certain point, I just realized I just wasn't having fun, and I've just getting more frustrated than anything and just didn't really want to play it. So yep, I returned the game. You know, I really gave it a chance, but it was just brutal. I feel like this guy right now, so there you have it. It was flashy, it was cool, but it was very demanding. The game's got a very positive view right now on Steam. Soundtrack was pretty sick, but quite the punishing game, so maybe I should have played the first one. I don't know. It just did not hook me as much as I wanted to, and I'm sorry I let you guys down. But anyways, take care, thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.